Hello and welcome to Let's Play Endless Space 2, Series 8, Episode number 66. I'm JC Proton. We are picking up at turn 136, and we are playing a standard faction of the Unfallen on Endless difficulty in a normal speed game. In this episode, we're going to be following up on the trap we laid. Looks like the Cravers are not falling for it. They're not biting. All they have to do is, they have one system left. They just need to run this little ship out, and then it won't be guarded anymore, and then they'll have control of their destiny again. But I guess they see that we're waiting to pounce on them. So yeah, they're not attacking that fleet, because if they do, that fleet will leave, and then their system will no longer be guarded. We'll go in, we'll take them down, and then we'll invade. So, as long as the Riftborn have the system guarded, we're not able to invade at Nowlan. Okay, and the other thing we're going to do is we'll be checking on our financial situation. We did some trickery. We're done with the research tree. And look at that real quick. So, all of the researches that we can research have been researched. We're going to end up dismantling all of our research buildings pretty much at some point in the near future. Not immediately, because we have the economic tomfoolery that we're about right now. Okay, so here we go. We're flattening out. And our dust inflation is dropped to 42.53. It was over 50, so... let's check our prices here. Those are at 66.6 thousand, 66.7. So I think they were higher. I think they were around 75, right? 75, 80, something like that. So I think the time to execute our plan is now. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go and sell all of our sell-me ships. Now, you might ask, why are we doing sell-me ships? So why even bother with that? Okay, so here's the deal. This system, for example, we'll just take any random system. Okay, so this one is producing emergency labor policy. And from emergency labor policy, while it's running, we see we have 2,200 dust. You see, from industry to dust is 2,100, right? 2,099.9. So yeah, 2,100 industry to dust is getting us 2,100 dust per turn. However, each of these sell-me ships will sell for, currently at current market prices, 5,297. All right, so that's more than 2 turns worth. That's 2.5 turns worth of industry to dust, right? You say, well, I mean, how many of these sell-me ships am I making a turn? Well, actually, let's go to another example that's a little less complicated. Okay, there we go. Okay, in this one, we are producing 1973 industry from dust, right? So it's almost 2,000. So again, still about 2.5. And one of these sell-me ships is selling for the 52.97. So one sell-me ship is worth about 2.5 turns worth of emergency labor policy, right? But if I didn't have emergency labor policy running, I would instead build how many sell-me ships? Look how many that is. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we'll not even count that one. So we'll say 13. So 13 ships, calculator, times 5,297 is 68,861. And you see, without that policy in place, as dust income is that. So if we add the emergency labor policy back in, then he's at that amount. So 1973. Okay, divided by 1973. Bear with me. Sorry about that. Okay, 34.9. Okay, so it's 34.9 turns equivalent by doing the sell me ships versus the just doing the emergency labor policy, just letting that run. Instead, I'm vastly better off doing these sell me ships, right? So that is why I am building huge amounts of them and then selling them once I spike the market prices by running this emergency labor policy in a bunch of systems. So we just do it temporarily. We'll sell the stuff, and then we take out emergency labor policy and go back to building sell me ships for a while. I don't know, a few turns, 5 or 10 turns, whatever. And then just rinse and repeat, right? And just get giant piles of dust. So the piles of dust, I'm not sure. It will probably be millions of dust, I think. I think we're going to have millions of dust here. So we're gonna find out. So I think the time to do it is now. My plan will be, since I don't need research buildings, I'm gonna dismantle those. But for now, I'm gonna keep them in place because they use up some dust for maintenance. It's only a little bit, but every little bit matters. And we'll go ahead and we might sell some resources. What do we got here? Strategics. Kind of don't really want to sell them, but we do have a lot of antimatter that we don't really need. And we're producing 89 per turn, which is kind of a lot. I'm not going to lie. So I think, yeah, we'll do... it pains me to do it. Let's see what the price would be if we sold some antimatter. Like, what if we sold, say, 200? What would that be worth? Tell you what, let's sell enough that we have $1 million. All right, we'll sell a little bit of antimatter and get $1 million dust. How about that? Okay, we'll do that. So all of a sudden, we're going to see this number is going to go into the millions. Boom. Okay. And I think I'm okay with hanging on to the rest of this for now. Luxuries, we don't really need Red Sang for anything. So our system upgrades are using the deciduous trees and transvines and dust waters and protospores and gossamers. So everything else we can basically sell. So I would say let's just keep like 100 of stuff. So let's sell 868. That's 2 million. All right, and let's see, 33. I guess we'll just keep 100 of stuff, man. That's 100,000 almost. Hydromial, I know we are earning some hydromial, so let's take that down to 100. So say 375. $1.2 million. That's pretty cool. Ionic crystals you don't really need, so we'll sell 326. Okay, so we're already at 5.5 million. So we've sold about 5 million worth of strategic and luxury resources. Let's see here. Then we're gonna do the sell me ships next. I know I had said, yeah, I'm gonna keep the siege fleets here in case I need them, and then I promptly did actually move them out. So let me Let me move the siege fleets over here, maybe. Guys, those guys can all keep going. In fact, I kind of want to go ahead and move all the fleets. All right, so let's move this swarm. Swarm. It's going to be cool. Here we go. Cool. So they're getting close, man. The leading ships are 1 turn out. And I guess the trailing ships are probably about 3 turns out, maybe 4. Three turns. Yeah, they're about 3 turns out. Cool. All right, and once they arrive, then we'll kind of get them formed up into groups of 15 fleets, as it were, and start sending them in here to entwine. So I think what I want to do, I want to start moving Vine fleets forward. My other Vine fleets here, let's see here. That guy is not able to reach there, but I'll bet you I'll go here and entwine, and then I might be able to go from GNZ11 over to HR 1884. That might be able to be done in 1 turn, and then from there I'll go to Wasat. Yeah. Is what I'm thinking. Entwine there. 1 turn. And our fleet at Dorado has completed entwining, so that fleet can move. And let's see what's in range to be entwined. We're going to start kind of leapfrogging a little bit. We're going to kind of go as fast as we can. Ooh, yeah, see, he can just barely make it to Nusakan, and it's in range. Okay, cool. So he's going to go ahead and entwine here. Yep, done in 1 turn. I always like to double check. I just want to be sure I don't mess it up, right? And then this fleet over at Ayuva is ready to rock and roll. Cannot quite make it to Talitha, but can make it to Imnos. Okay, Vojani, we're trusting you here. We're trusting you to not go and attack us and start a fight. It's just a naked Vine fleet, no military protection whatsoever. Okay, that'll be entwined in 1 turn. Cool, so we'll have Nusakan and Imnos entwined, and then we'll see what we can reach. Yeah, we'll see what we can reach down here. And we'll just keep jumping on down, and the fleets that are arriving up here, we'll use them to fill in any gaps that we've been leapfrogging. So that's my plan, man. All right, let's check through some of these events. Whew, look at the political survey. Look at the militarist support. Wow. Versus pacifists. Dudes. Okay. Yeah, next election we might be going militarist, right? That's a lot of military support. Okay, that one is complete. Complete. Okay, that that one is supporting Coyasil B now. Okay, science. We finished researching adamantium alloys, which is advanced railguns and some fighter squadrons. And we did improved pinch beam and improved sync laser, which are weapons based on Hyperium. We completed research on adamantium auto repair bots, antimatter reshield, and squadron shifters. And we have basic plasma bombers, laser fighters, OPEX gear, and advanced swarm missiles. And yeah, there's no longer research queued, and we have completed all of the research tree. So, all done in the military quadrant, all done in the empire development quadrant, science and exploration quadrant is also totally done, and economy and trade is totally finished. So yeah, we're all done. We no longer need science buildings. So we'll get rid of the science buildings in a couple turns. Things that we completed for system development upgrades, or I guess construction completed. Did some modernization. Apparently we're building Thorn ships over here at this place. Because that seemed like a good idea at the time, I guess. I'll have to take a look at that and see if maybe I want to keep that going or change it up. Let's see. Some other stuff going. Do some terraforming upgrades. So on the hot planets, I like to go into atoll, and on the cold planets, I like to go to forest. Because those are the things that have more industry. You know me, I'm a big fan of the industry. Okay. Super biofuel factory. Put the letter B so that I know the system has a biofuel factory, so that I know it's okay for it to be maxed out on population, because that makes the food become industry on any system where it's at maximum population. And I do that specifically so when I'm looking at it on a list like this, and I say, hey, the population is not growing. Oh, well, it's because it has a super biofuel factory, so that's okay. It's making the industry higher. That's my thought process. All right, and what else do we have left here? So the jungle. There you are. It must be this one. There you are. Atoll. Cool. Alright, that's probably about it for system construction stuff. Hero leveled. Ooh. He's industrialist. I think this one's probably better than this one. And it's definitely better than that one. So we'll go ahead and do that. More trade value? Sure. That's a Senate skill. This one's not a senator, though, right? No, that's a governor. Okay. Let's not take the senator skill, then. Yeah, we'll just do this one. That's fine. Okay, we'll do dust catalyzation to reduce assignment durations. Is this guy a fleet commander or a governor? He's a governor, okay. See, that's why I do it, because later in the game when you have so many, you know, they all kind of start looking the same or whatever. You can't exactly remember. Trial by fire has come to an end, as well as the effects. Oh, this is the thing with the artillery officer. Yeah, it wasn't really super relevant. Okay, population growing. Got a few places we could use some more population. If we wanted to, we could move some populations around. There's a little bit of that going on. Sikagoja could use some too. Alright, and now we've come to our main event, which will be the sale of vast quantities of Selmy ships. So I'll do a few here. Alright, so this particular system hasn't built any yet. Okay, so on AB, if we sell all of these Selmy ships, so they each are selling for 5,300 almost. So if I scroll through here and make sure I don't have any thorns or anything else hiding in there, I sell all of these. 339,000 dust. Computer lags a little bit while executing the transaction. Okay, same deal here. This one is 143,000 dust. Okay, this one's 212,000 dust, roughly. This one looks pretty big. $307,000. Okay, so rather than do this another whatever 20 or 30 times, I'm just going to edit it out. I'm going to go ahead and do it, and I'll just edit it out. And when we're done selling all the Selmy ships, then I'll be back and we will see what our total proceeds from sales are. Okay, we're back after selling all of the Selmy ships, and we are at 13 million dust in the bank. I also moved all of the, updated all the construction queues to remove the emergency dust production thing. Emergency labor policy. I canceled it from being at the top of the queue and put it back to the bottom of the queue in all of my systems. And so my income, my dust income, has dropped down to 61,000 now from, you know, whatever it was, 230,000 or something. Anyway, so that's what we've done. So we're back to building all these other things in the systems. We'll have a bunch more sell me ships queued up. I'll go through, double check my build queues, make sure I've got stuff allocated in a way I'm okay with. I'm going to wait to dismantle my research buildings for a turn or two until after we've seen this price. That this should drop again, should have a big crash in prices. The dust inflation should drop way back down again. And also we should see these prices drop, so it will become a lot more affordable to increase our luxury and dust bullion freighter fleets. And so we're going to spend a pile of this money upgrading our trade fleets so that they'll bring in more luxury resources that we're going to use to be able to upgrade faster. Upgrade our systems, and we'll also check to see next turn what's on sale. As these prices come plummeting down, we'll see if there are some resources that we want to buy, some strategics, maybe some luxury resources. I mean, you know, Dustwasser is something I'm going to need. Right now, it is about a bottleneck for me, so depending what these things go for, like if I wanted to buy all of them right now, it would be 2.2 million. That's a number I don't want to spend. There are only 4 protospores, right? And let's see, what else is there? We're not really gonna, I guess deciduous trees is a thing we're kind of bottlenecked on right now. So buying all of them, 195 would be 500,000 dust. You know, all those are numbers that are reasonably affordable. We'll see how things go next turn with price adjustments. To me, I would say the whole building of the sell me ships and then selling them for such a huge amount feels kind of like an exploit in the game. But to be fair, it's only really coming into play this late in the game, right? This late in the game, like every other victory condition would probably have already been achieved. The only reason we're this far in is that we're doing a score victory. So I've disabled all the other victory conditions. So you can see, you know, sure, if the whole galaxy went to war with me, it would be a fight and we would throw down, but I would probably end up winning that fight, right? So this is an unusual kind of circumstance that we're actually even able to do this thing. So yeah, score victory is the only victory condition. So it's either that or elimination victory, which I want to make a point of not eliminating. So I'm going to let the Horatio, they'll permanently have ETA. That'll be the Horatio vacation destination. And Horatio as a political entity will continue to exist there, is my plan. So, we're turn 136. We're going to go a few more turns before we do the big sweep here. And we'll see if we can grab all of these systems before the election. We'll do a Pacific conversion on all of these. Horatio and maybe the Lumeris systems. And then we'll just kind of be entwining down here. We'll see if we can grab some of these minor civilizations. Fingers crossed. And then everything will just be Pacific conversion from that point forward. Hopefully. And, hopefully maybe if I move my fleets away from here. Let's see what we got. Questioner. We got some siege. So let's take these siege ships so they don't look so threatening. Let's move them down to Matarka. Maybe the Cravers will want to come after me and get some payback at Kurha or something, right? Or go somewhere to beat us up. Just as long as I just want them to attack this ship so that it is no longer guarding this system. If this ship either gets destroyed or gets attacked and retreats, then it's no longer guarding the system, and then I will come swooping back to guard, attack, and invade Nolan. So that is our plan. I guess that's about it for this turn. We'll see you guys in the next one, and we'll see what's going on with market prices and leveling up our trade systems. It's going to be bananas. All right. See you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.